As a mom of a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, I had a few stages in my motherhood journey, which I now look back on and can reflect and share some wisdom that I hope will help other mamas. So, when the kids were just born, I was so overwhelmed with the change in my life that I couldn't really grasp what was going on. And I'm sure we all felt that way when we had our first child. The change is so significant, but at the same time, we understand and we see this little human or multiple humans that depend on us so much with their lives. And we happily devote ourselves to them. We rearrange our lives in a way that accommodates their needs and actually for the first 1.5 years, I think that happens kind of naturally because we don't have any other choice. Like the babies are truly so dependent. We don't have any other choice but to just keep them alive as a full-time job. And the only windows of personal space that we have are those that our spouses provide or maybe our support group provide. And those are just too short anyway to create any kind of impact. And because this change is so sudden and so dramatic, it can feel heavy, it can feel burdensome and lonely and confusing. And we're still incredibly attached to our babies emotionally, and we love them so much, and we're ready to lay our lives for them. But this internal conflict of losing ourselves but gaining the incredible gift of those children and becoming new a mother is not just physically but psychologically tough. And in my humble opinion, the only way to live through that stage healthily is to accept that your personal life is gonna be on pause just for a little. Just like you adjust your life during pregnancy, you take time off from work, you go under supervision of your doctors or midwives, you adjust your routine to have more rest, better nutrition, and so on. Somehow we think once that baby's born, that's it, we're back to business and we're just back to our lives again, which is obviously not true. And the same approach has to continue for the first 1 to 2 years of our baby's life. We adjust to the environment to accommodate to the needs of our baby first and also ourselves as a mom. That's just needs to be done temporarily for this stage of life, and it requires a lot. If you accept that fact, you don't get discouraged by those thoughts that your life is over now and you won't be yourself ever again. I know it's hard to see through it, but you will be yourself again, and you will be even more because you will come out of it stronger, more skilled, with bigger heart and so much more joy and fulfillment. But you just have to understand that those couple first years, they just require that mindset of pause and a little acceptance that this is now the stage that we're at, and this stage demands the basic things, but those basic things are very demanding, if you know what I mean. I actually witnessed that sense of myself returning in my life as well. It's very gradual, so you don't feel a big whoosh of relief all of a sudden, but instead it's a gradual process. Small changes day by day. You notice your child has less and less tantrums. They start to talk and express themselves better. They start sleeping through the night or sleeping longer stretches at night, and they become potty trained. And slowly, in those small snippets of the day when you used to be running like a hamster, sanitizing bottles, changing diapers, holding the baby, breastfeeding, or asking someone for even 10 minutes to take a shower, now those little moments become empty and available for you to take back again. And your child becomes more and more independent. You gain more and more space for yourself, and you get not just more physical energy restored, but mental energy as well. You get new ideas, desires to grow, to do something. You start looking forward to the future. And now when I look back 2 years ago, my day consisted mostly of keeping my children fed, rested, dressed, the house at least minimally clean and functioning, and myself dressed and showered, which even that sometimes didn't happen. And those are such basic things, But with a baby, it takes truly all day. And how can you possibly think of having an hour-long exercise or a major project going on? It's just impossible, or it's really, really hard and demands a lot of support. But once that stage is over, you can gradually build yourself up again. And honestly, I've only started to enjoy that stage myself. I stopped breastfeeding my youngest in January, and he turned 3 that month, by the way. And I immediately started training him to sleep in his own bed. And now we're at a stage when we tuck our kids in bed, say goodnight, and leave them to fall asleep on their own, which is such a relief. And they also play a lot independently. They can eat themselves, they can get dressed themselves. And while it's still very much demanding stage, it's nothing compared to 2-3 years ago. So I don't know what the future holds, and maybe later I'll look back and have a completely different perspective on all of this. But this is what I see right now, and I hope it's encouraging and somehow useful to you. I just want to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that this stage of very demanding little kids is so temporary, and you will get back your time. You'll get back yourself, and you'll be much stronger and much healthier and much more free from it. And I hope it's encouraging and somehow useful to you. If it was, let me know in the comments or like this video to support my little project of growing this channel. And also, I'd like to know who this video actually reaches and what stage of motherhood you are at. And maybe you can share some of your own wisdom as well, which I would love to hear. And God bless you. God bless your day and your children and your families. And I'll see you again in the next video.